What's good? It's Stormy B Man, and I'm back with another Stormy B Man's Briefs. This time, the focus is on through what lens do you view the sport of boxing? Recently, we just had a wonderful weekend of boxing where Alicia the Bomb Baumgardner was able to defend her undisputed featherweight titles, and lightweight contender Frank Martin was able to throw his hat in the arena for contention for one of the titles at lightweight. But the consensus amongst people are that they look for shortcomings in fighters when something doesn't happen overwhelmingly successful. If a fighter has to grind it out, if they have to work toward the victory, then the people of today are looking at it as if they're not as good as advertised, or there's something wrong with what they're trying to get accomplished out there. But that's not the case. What it actually is that people have misconceptions about the sport of boxing and our beloved fighters that we support. In the case of Frank Martin, when we looked at him taking on Artem Harutyunyan, what he had to deal with was a fighter who had an extensive amateur background and who had faced a number of styles. So he was prepared to deal with Martin, who came to boxing relatively late. In the case of Alicia Baumgardner, people felt like she gassed out toward the end of her fight. Another improper assessment, because Baumgardner was fighting in front of her hometown and she was fighting with someone who had given her her first loss in 2019. And so now when we see her in the rematch, where Baumgardner has grown by leaps and bounds, she was very measured in her fighting disciplines. She attacked, she worked behind the jab, she worked the body, and you have to say that if this were 3-minute rounds, there was a good possibility she might have stopped Leonard or two. But some people are feeling like she ran out of gas. I don't see it that way. What I see from both Martin and Baumgardner in this instance is that these are two fighters who had to make adjustments. And Baumgardner realized later in the fight that she had to conserve to a certain degree, but I wouldn't call it gassing out, because I noticed from early on she was in tip-top shape. And sometimes the anxieties from fighting in front of your home crowd, that will take away from stamina in certain instances. But since she's fought on the road and out of the country several times, I don't believe that this is the case for Baumgardner. And in Martin's case, he's realizing now with this particular fight, it was great that it went the distance, because he now knows that he's going to have to make adjustments during a fight where he has to be more active in letting his hands go. It's part of the building process towards becoming a better fighter. And those are the type of things that you have to look at with fighters. Stop looking at these guys who continue to fight fights where they can just roll over the opponent, but look for the opponent to roll up on the fighter and give an effort. That's what it's all about in the sport of boxing. And when you have fighters who are fighting top quality matches, this is what you're going to see, competitive bouts. But what do you think? This is Stormy B Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about this particular editorial and what people are assessing improperly when they're looking at these fighters of today. There's plenty of criticism to go around, but you have to be careful and more calculating in your assessment. View things from half full and not half empty. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.